What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, I wanted to share something here with you. Usually after every season, or actually at the end of every month, we'll go through and see where the print rate is for cards. Now, I did that slightly. I was mainly looking at the common cards, but I did that slightly when we were looking at Matt's post or Matt's proposal for unlocking Soulbound War cards. Again, we were mainly looking at the common cards, but his estimation based on where the current trend is that we will double the amount of BCX in the game when we have another 5 months, right? So we're 5 months in, so another 5 months would be 10 months total. And we were looking at these and saying, okay, 2.1 million, we'll probably be at 4.2 million, 4.3-ish million. So what I was doing is going through these, and we're not going to spend much time on the common cards because I think what you'll end up seeing is if we compare it to the previous set, right, which were the unsoulbound cards, we are going to start passing that very, very quickly. So let's go ahead and look at the common cards, for example, and you will see here that 4.4, again, this is for the newer one that got cut off, right? The Ever Hungry Skull, Murdampier, 4.4, we're going to be there in 10 months, so less than the 1 to 2 years. And if these cards are trading on the marketplace for, a penny right now, that means we have way too many of them, and we're going to have way too many in the future. So you do this with each rarity, right? So we'll go back to the Soulbound here and go to, let's actually jump to rare real quick. And you can see that the rares are at 500,000, 500,000 BCX. Then we go to the previous, and you'll see that in 5 months, if we have double that, we'll have 1 million BCX. But the Vampiric Blossom, Dhampir Infiltrator, Volguin, these were all at 900,000. So we will have more rare cards in less than a year as well. Now, Legendary, on the other hand, I'm going to skip Epic, and you'll see why. Legendary, on the other hand, we printed for Jared Scar, Venator Kinjo, about 40,000. And if you look at where we're at right now, we have printed 22,000. So we'd be 10% over that. We'd be at 44, maybe 45,000 for some of these, again, at 10 months. So when you think about what are the most valuable ones, well, it's really just the epics that are the ones that are kind of like the shining light in all of this. So if you take a look at the epic cards, we're at 93, 94, 95,000 BCX printed for all of these epic cards. When you go back and check the Revealer and Tidebiter, because those were the second batch, these are at 300,000. So now all of a sudden, or over 300,000. So now all of a sudden, you look at this and it's going to be almost 4x. It's between 3 to 4x right now in terms of where we would need to be from the current level for epics. So with that being the case, even in 5 months, so double the time frame, we'd be at 180,000, which would be almost or a little bit over half of where the BCX for Revealer and Tidebiter are. Now, is that still going to be too many? I don't know. But what it signals to me is that epic cards are really the only ones that have potential long-term value from a scarcity standpoint. So, again, what will that scarcity be? What will that value be? It's hard to tell. We'll have to see how things like land and, tower defense shake out in terms of eating cards off the market. But if these cards actually have that kind of value or that kind of scarcity, compared to the other rarities, these are the only ones that have that have a significant level of scarcity when it comes to the 1 to 2 year time frame. Because even when we get to 1 year, we won't cross that. Even when we get to, it'll have to be 20 months. So if we only go like a year and a half, we may get to that point where it's even with the Tidebiter and the Revealer print rates. But my feeling is that we're not going to go much longer beyond a year. Unless things get super, super bad and they just want to keep these cards and never put out Rebellion. But that's just my opinion. I have no idea where the market's going. It seems like things are picking up now, but from a rarity standpoint, I am trying to collect as many epics as possible. Again, I still need them for my deck. If you watched the last video, I'm only at like 18% of the BCX needed for my epic. So you can see that I'm already feeling that scarcity. But from where that value may stand in the future, I really do think it's going to come down to the epic cards, at least compared to the other rarities. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Just wanted to share this with you, and I'll continue to do it, probably not on a seasonal basis, but on a monthly basis. And the next month will be kind of like the 6-month time frame, and hopefully, well, I'm not going to be optimistic here. I don't think we'll get land out by the end of July. So hopefully we'll get more information, maybe on tower defense or other places where these cards can start to get soaked up. But ultimately, we'll see where we're at after 6 months. I think once land is out, so maybe in month 7, 8, or 9, we will be able to get a better idea of what the card scarcity, impact is going to be. But until then, let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.